tarot reader, and I hope you're doing well, my beloved. If this is your first time here, I hope you consider subscribing, and if you're returning Gemini, I adore you for it. The center of your reading for March is that of the Three of Cups. So this is all about celebration. I feel like that some of us are even celebrating with family. I feel like we're celebrating job well done. I feel like some of us are celebrating some little extra cash that we got. I feel like some of you have actually won some money. And like I said, Gemini, you are one of the luckiest in the zodiac. So I do like that for you. And some of you, it's just, you know, you're celebrating because you got a new job. You're celebrating because you got a new car. Like, did we level up? What's happening here? Nonetheless, I expanded on this Gemini. Gemini. And I got that of the Seven of Hearts. You know what this is saying from Spirit? Like Gemini, if you have been celebrating because perhaps you have had a little winnings, perhaps you have had like the stroke of good luck, because it doesn't necessarily have to always mean money, right? If you've had the stroke of good luck, the message here is, baby, let's bring it down 2 notches. Like we've been doing a lot. We've been doing a little bit too much. And perhaps some of you are even seeing a bit of that going into March, where your finances look a little bit smaller than they did a few months ago. Perhaps, you know, I'm actually seeing like jobs around the house that you're kind of like, you know, been neglecting because you've just been too busy just being happy and doing you. And although I'm not against that energy, the message here is like, let's bring it down 2 notches, okay? So these are 2 major, you have 1 major arcana here. Oh, these are not major arcanas. I'm so sorry. So this is temporary. Yes, I love that. You want to know why? Because I see some changes here. So this is temporary. So this, like calming it down and bringing it down 2 notches, it's only going to be for a little bit, because I see some other stuff happening for you, okay? Major arcana stuffs. Now, center. Now we're going to go on to your moon energy. This is where your emotions are. This is where Spirit is working in your favor. And my darling, you have that of the 10 of Wands. It's going to get better, I promise. You have that of the Ace of Swords. Like, I'm so excited for you that I'm like fumbling on my words. And you have that of the Hierophant. Now, the story that I'm already getting here, right? I feel like with this 10 of Wands, you know, this is a very burdenous type energy, but I don't feel like this is burden. I feel like these are, these are opportunities. I feel like you're going to be given a lot of opportunities for March, and you may not see them pay off until April. So it's almost like you're gathering things up. You're gathering up information. You're gathering up clients. You're gathering up, you know, timelines, you know, I don't know, that is for someone specific. You know, you're gathering up ideas, you know, you're taking notes. I feel like you're just gathering and gathering, gathering and gathering. And once all of this comes together, because you see how all of it's together, I feel like that everything you're gathering, there's nothing in there that's garbage. So keep it all, even if you think it's not important. Something in there is super duper important, and they're important to each other. They connect, they link. So don't discard anything, even if you think it's not important. Now I expanded on this because you know I did. And guess what we got, my beloved? The Ace of Spades. Opportunities, ideas. And I also feel like that if there's some sort of truth you've been waiting for, right? And not truth as in a secret revealed, but almost like you can turn around and be like, oh, I knew it, right? That's the energy I'm getting. I feel like that's going to come to you in March, April. That truth, that like, that just like that confirmation of that gut feeling that you have, or that intuition that you have, because I feel like Gemini, and there's a few of you that I'm picking up on that are extremely intuitive, and this is going to kind of solidify that for you, because some of you are like, oh, gosh, I don't know why things just happen. I dream them and they just happen, and you know, oh my gosh, I knew that was going to happen. So this is the message for you. Yes, you are an intuitive. Yes, you do have a gift. So there's that. And then we had another Ace of Swords again in your moon energy. Spirit is working so many things in your favor. She is pushing opportunities towards you. And then we have that of the Hierophant, right? And this also represents Taurus, and we're going to go over that because you have a lot of people that you're dealing with for the month of March. I feel like that some of us have had some, not necessarily issues, I don't know if I want to use that word, perhaps some mixed feelings about where you're working, mixed feelings about where you go to worship, having mixed feelings about the justice system. You've been having mixed feelings. And I feel like for the month of March, actually up until June, you are going to have to be courageous in your belief system, right? And this is why we have the Ace of Spades here. And this represents that of courage. And mostly it's that courage that comes from within that you always have. And the courage, Gemini, is going to come from not saying too much. Like sit and watch. This is the part of taming that lion that requires building trust, that requires silence, and that requires you to pay attention to others more so than forcing others to believe you. That takes courage, especially for you, my dear Gemini. Now, if we continue with this energy, how is this going to manifest in our ego? And I have that of the Justice energy, right? Libra energy, the High Priestess. I feel like we talked about all of this in your Moon energy, and then that of the Magician. So you have these huge major arcanas that are that's happening in your Sun energy. I don't like this little hair here. There we go. That's happening in your Sun energy. So, which is probably why I was picking up from now until June. You know, major arcanas have a huge, a much larger, long-lasting impact on our lives than the minor arcanas. So when I expanded on this Justice energy, I got that of the Three of Spades. And the Three of Spades, and again, this is, you know, we have the Justice card here, and it's and we know what Justice is, and this is more in your subconscious. And I'm sorry about that little pause. I was just downloading some messages there, and I don't know if somehow you feel like you've been treated unfairly, or you've seen some unfairness. Like I feel that so heavy, and it's almost causing you anger and grief at the same time, right? And this is a tough message to deliver because we have the Three of Spades there. The Three of Spades understands that something has been done wrong to you. I feel like it's to you and others, but what this energy asks of us, coupled with that courage that's in your Moon energy, is to move past that pain and that anger and that feeling of being treated unfairly. And again, this is in your subconscious, so I feel like this is what I'm picking up on what you're thinking about. And Spirit really is in there massaging that anger away and massaging it with love so it turns into hope. And hope requires action. And that's what Spirit is requiring of you, is to move past that anger, move past that hurt, massage that hope, take action towards love. I know it sounds corny, I'm just delivering the messages, okay? So when I expanded on the Magician, which is where I want to go, and I think she's so cute. My husband said, that looks like you. I love this energy because it is Aries-like energy, which is a cardinal-like energy, and it's very fiery and it's very charismatic. And what I like about it too, being in your Sun energy, it is telling you you have everything you need, Gemini. You have the Pentacle, you have the Sword, you have the Wand, and you have the Cups. Abracadabra translates to whatever I say, so it becomes. What is it that you want, Gemini? Like I said, it's not only you speaking it and it becomes, but it also requires action. It requires that you use that Pentacle, that Cup, that Wand, and that Sword. It requires that you use them. They're just not tools in your toolbox to look pretty, so you can say, isn't my toolbox cool? No, you got to use those tools. And when you do, my dear Gemini, there is no coincidence that you show up right with the Magician hand in hand. This represents the Lover's card. The Lover's card represents you, Gemini. And this is all about moving forward passionately and really passionately making a decision, right? Because there's two lovers. Anytime there's twos, that means there's a decision that needs to be made. Do you want to move towards this Magician? It's up to you. And then we have this with the High Priestess. I'm feeling like, Gemini, if some of you, I'm just hearing it's a good time to start applying. That's what I'm hearing. If you want to apply for another job, right? If you want to start interviewing new lovers, you know what I mean? It's a good time. You coupled up with the Magician, and the Magician in its sun energy is the great communicator. And Gemini, you are also the great communicator. And with you being lucky and coupled with the Magician, it's just like, this is alchemist. This is magical for you. These are magical cards for you, right? So I feel like that if you want to, it's really work oriented. I see a little bit of relationship oriented. All I'm hearing is, if you want it, you can go get it. Everything you say is going to be the right thing that's being said. Everything you do is going to be the right thing that's done. And be like, hire that Gemini and ask for more money than you normally would ask for. Yes, now is the time. And I'm seeing two computers here, and I'm going to show you here in just a moment. So I'm hearing, brush up that resume, put it out. You'll get some responses. Now, if we stay in this energy and we go toward your immediate present, I have that of the Hermit and that of the Four of Cups. So I am feeling with this Hermit, you see I have two computers here. So I'm feeling like, yes, time to apply. Yes, time to research that job. Yes, time to research that company. You know what? I would even research your own company too. I feel like your company's keeping, and that's going to help motivate you. I'm feeling like your company's keeping some secrets. And what I mean by that is, hey, Gemini, you know what? The next leadership position that opens up, it's yours. Right? We just don't have it right now. And then you're going to go online and you're going to see like, what? I see all these leadership positions. What do you mean it doesn't exist? Oh, well, we want to put it out to the public first. Sorry about that. Like, I feel like that's going to motivate you to be like, okay. So apparently you think I'm not going anywhere. I'll show you how valuable I am. So I'm feeling like that. I'm also feeling like, what transition happened in September, Gemini? What happened in September? I don't know what the message is there. Something was adjusted in September. So I don't know if your pay was adjusted in September. I don't know if you haven't, if your car went on the kaputs in September. There's something that happened in September where it just kind of changed your direction a bit. But when I expanded on this, I get this of the Six of Wands. So whatever direction, shift, change that you had in September, you're going to start seeing that shift go back to normal, right? And not necessarily normal. Things are just going to start getting a bit smoother, right? The car's going to start working again. The transportation's going to be good. Like things in the everyday is just going to go a bit smoother. So I am seeing that for you. And I'm feeling like that happened in September. I don't know why that's so important to give you that message. Perhaps you just need that sigh of relief. Now, this Four of Cups typically means timelines for me, right? Because it's like we're waiting for something. It's like you've been waiting for 4 months. You've been waiting for 4 weeks. I feel like because this is in your immediate present, that once we do this applying, you'll get a response within 4 weeks, 4 months. So I feel like start now, because it's going to be a little bit down the road before you get a response, before you see results, okay? And I'm seeing that true with anything that you are asking for, anything that you are offering, you won't see those results for another 4 weeks to 4 months. So start now. I just heard that. I heard like start now. I'm seeing signs that say start now. Listen, I hope that resonated with you. I felt like I was all over the place. You let me know how it turns out. I absolutely adore you, and I'll see you next month.